Hi, everyone. We'll just wait a few more minutes to let everyone else join before we start. Just a few more minutes, and we'll get started. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Jenna. We are really excited to have you guys for our second webinar in the series, Auracast in Action, Pro AV Lessons Learned. If you have any questions as we go, drop them in the Q&A chat, and we'll get to them at the end of the webinar. And without further ado, Kent.
Thank you, Jenna. I want to welcome everybody from across the globe. We have people here from all over the world. I recognize some names on there, so not to embarrass some of you, but welcome. Glad to see you're here. We have a global audience, so I'm very excited about that. I want to personally talk a little bit about Bedear and Auracast and how we have been working with Auracast. I came over to Bedear about February of this year. I came out of the AV industry, not the hearing assisted industry, so I bring a little bit of a different angle. But what I'm very excited about, most of you, and some of you are from the hearing assisted business I see, and some are from the AV industry. So I want to talk to you about both. But in particular, what I'm really excited about is how Bedear molds into AV applications, solving problems for your customers. And not only does it take care of the ADA requirements you might have for hearing assistants, and it broadens the application where people aren't singled out being in a certain area of a room. They can sit wherever they want. Many AV applications that we slide into. But it also takes care of everybody else in the room using personal hearing devices. So I just really want to touch on that. And that's kind of the excitement that it takes. And it makes a facility more inviting. Bedear offers a unique solution across many applications, and with me today is Raviv Kramer. He's our Director of Product and Business Development for AV for Bedear, and he's going to kind of go through our product. We'll have some Q&A. There is no chat in this application, so if you use the Q&A, if you have any questions, and we'll go from there. I would normally tell you in a presentation, in a room where the restrooms are, but you have your own restroom, so we won't go into that. It's the beauty of a virtual call. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Raviv Kramer. Raviv?
Thank you, Kent. Hi, everyone. I'm Raviv. I'm a Director of Product and Business Development for AV with Bedear. Like Kent mentioned, at Bedear, our mission is to provide professional audio streaming for every space and listener. This is why we chose Auracast. It is a new Bluetooth audio broadcast technology with high quality and low latency audio streaming. It does one-to-many distribution to an unlimited number of listeners. There's no pairing required, unlike classic Bluetooth. It's BYOD ready and compatible with Auracast personal devices like hearing aids and earbuds. It features adaptive frequency hopping, allowing multiple Auracast broadcasts to exist in the same space without interference. So this is a very exciting technology that we chose to implement our mission. With Auracast, you can deploy multiple streams at scale, even in dense environments, while providing seamless user access. As a user, you can simply choose an Auracast broadcast from a list, like connecting to a Wi-Fi, or you can simply scan a QR code to join the stream. There is a rapid adoption of Auracast technology, and many brands now offer Auracast-enabled devices, including headphones, earbuds, and hearing aids. And additionally, many other devices could be updated in the future with a firmware upgrade to support Auracast, since they already have the hardware to support it. According to ABI research, by 2029, 3.1 billion LE audio-enabled devices will be shipped annually, and 1.5 million public locations will deploy Auracast infrastructure. This is a huge opportunity for system integrators and a welcome and improved reality for the end users. The immediate and most wanted benefit is for assistive listening, but with Auracast, many new doors that didn't exist before open. Here is our Auracast suite of products. We have the Caster professional transmitter, the RTX transceiver, which is a portable receiver, transmitter, and a media player. We have the Hive Central management software, the Smart Management charging cradle, the full-bay charger, and the BPAS access panel. Our Auracast ecosystem caters to many different applications. For example, for flexible, large-scale deployments such as airports, stadiums, and transit hubs, you can deploy multiple Auracast transmitters over standard Ethernet for seamless coverage across any environment. You get a flexible deployment with audio, power, and control cascading over Ethernet. There is a built-in two-port network switch with PoE in and out. You also get optimized coverage with external antennas and centralized management via Hive Central. Our caster has unique capabilities. It has a secondary LAN port with PoE out for redundancy and for seamless unit cascading. It supports external antennas. It supports secure encrypted Dante. It has both Dante and caster control over a single Ethernet cable. It is AES-67 ready. It supports Wi-Fi and Auracast hybrid mode with our Wi-Fi products. It supports timecode over Auracast, as well as 6 channels broadcast from a single caster. Our solutions are also designed for classrooms. You get seamless access, scalable management, and flexible audio delivery. One way to do it is with a caster installation as a transmitter connected to the BPAS for control access, and both BYOD and RTX receivers. Another way to do it in the classroom is with an RTX as a wearable transmitter for the teacher, connected to the teacher's microphone. Here's how we enable easy access to Auracast streams. When the BPAS is connected to the caster, a student entering the classroom can tap to connect with NFC or scan the QR code to select the stream manually. Every connection method is possible for maximum convenience. Additionally, our RTX has a unique feature. It has a sound card mode that allows a student to connect it to their personal computer. The computer will then receive the direct audio feed from the Auracast stream. It can then be used for speech-to-text transcription, translation, and recording. Our ecosystem is also optimized for courtrooms and other secure installations. The BPAS is the authorization panel. It controls the access and security levels in the space. You assign NFC admin tags to the BPAS, and when a session ends, you tap an admin tag to generate a new passkey for the session. All previously connected users are disconnected, and only authorized users can access the new stream. You can choose whether to display the QR code and adjust the passkey's length and complexity. You can also generate new passkeys with API and integrate it with external control systems. Auracast can go beyond assistive listening. For example, immersive experiences such as museums, galleries, and visitor centers. For guided groups, the RTX allows the guide to talk freely to the group and also play media files to the group with microphone ducking functionality. As an audio guide for self-guided tours, it supports on-demand audio playback with multiple languages as configured by the venue, and also supports timecode over Auracast for content synchronization with exhibits. We can provide location-based listening by using tap to listen next to each exhibit, and coming soon with proximity-based access beacons. Additionally, the broadcast area can be controlled and shaped by the transmission strength and by using external antennas on the caster. Our RTX has unique capabilities. It can operate as a receiver, as a transmitter, and as a media player. It has a built-in SD card slot for media playback. It supports tap to listen functionality with NFC. It supports timecode over Auracast. It has a sound card mode that can be used for speech-to-text applications. It has seamless connectivity modes for an optimal Auracast experience. It has a large, high-resolution 2-inch display, and it can be used in many different applications, including assistive listening, live interpretation, tour guiding, self-guided tours, silent TV, and hashtag your application. Here is why timecode over Auracast is important. This is a traditional FM-based multi-language system. It is required to synchronize audio for a single exhibit in 10 different languages. It has a high hardware cost, complex installation, and it is limited in scalability. Introducing our approach, timecode over Auracast. It is one system supporting multiple exhibits with multiple languages, all synchronized over Auracast. It supports up to 50 concurrent exhibits with over 20 languages per exhibit. It is extremely scalable and easy to operate and manage. Here's a snapshot for Hive Central Management software. This is the tour builder view. Here you can create different tours for the museum, each with its own set of exhibits, and it supports multiple different languages per exhibit. This also lets you manage the NFC triggers, beacons, and timecode behavior. And here is the operator's view for dispatching RTX devices for visitors and guides. For guided groups, it can designate the guide as well as the different handsets for the visitors in the group. For self-guided tours, it can designate the tour experience and the preferred language for the visitor. Once the configuration is ready, the RTX handsets visibly flash in their cradles for easy pickup. Auracast is already here, and we see more and more deployments. Here are a few of them, and how they made the experience for everyone better. Auracast in theaters. This one is in the West Hair Auditorium Theater in Rochester, New York. It is a large venue of 2,400 seats with aging induction loops that provided poor audio and limited coverage. There was also the social barrier, when hard of hearing visitors were forced to sit in the accessible area. The solution was 2 casters that were cascaded together, covering the whole sitting area and providing high quality and low latency Auracast audio to every seat in the house. It provided dignified access to people who didn't need to sit in a designated area anymore, and provided RTX personal receivers to those without Auracast devices of their own. Auracast in education. This is from Texas University. They had legacy assistive listening systems that were cumbersome and stigmatizing, and also caused a lot of logistics issues. The solution was a unified campus-wide Auracast accessibility infrastructure, using Betier's casters and RTXs. Now there's a central management of the audio broadcasts across multiple spaces. It now allows for users to BYOD and avoid stigmas. The low latency nature of the Auracast stream is on par with the ADA regulations. and they have the speech-to-text expansion option. Auracast in houses of worship. This is from a church in the Netherlands. The challenge was an aging congregation that was struggling to hear sermons, readings, and music. The traditional induction loop systems were ruled out due to high costs, disruptive structural work, and limited coverage zones. The solution was a rapid installation of Betier's caster in just a few hours, with no need for structural changes or new cabling. Congregants who had previously withdrawn from services came back. It offers discrete BYOD connectivity, and it's a fully scalable setup without complex technical upkeep. Auracast in courtrooms. This is from a canton court in Switzerland. The challenge was to provide audio accessibility for participants with hearing loss, while the highly sensitive nature of the legal proceedings demanded absolute confidentiality. They ruled out open broadcasts and outdated IR handsets that suffered from limited range and hygiene concerns. The solution was Betier's Caster, RTX, and the BPAS authorization panel, supporting tap-to-listen authentication with NFC and Auracast encrypted streams with limited time passcodes and session control. Auracast in visitor centers. This one is from a government visitor center. 400 RTX devices are used for group-guided and self-guided experiences. 10 of the devices are dedicated to group guides, and 390 of the devices are dedicated to visitors with integrated audio guides. It supports multiple languages, preloaded audio content broadcasting for guides, on-demand playback, and dynamic group control. And here is a very important bridge, hybrid Auracast with induction loop. This one is from a middle school in Sweden. The challenge was an auditorium with challenging acoustics, with structural restrictions affecting the installation. The solution was a combination of an induction loop that works with telequal hearing aids, as well as Auracast that works with newer hearing aids. Guest receivers with headphones and neck loops are available for users without compatible devices. Now let's move on to a few best practices that can help Auracast installations be more reliable and efficient. You can plan your Auracast deployment using tools like Amina Network Planner to ensure proper Auracast coverage. You can configure the signal strength, mounting type, installation height, and other parameters to generate the coverage plan before placing a single screw in the ceiling or wall. Please note that ceiling mounting on the left and wall mounting on the right have different coverage signatures. 2.4G is a busy highway, and you should be aware of other drivers on this highway. You should avoid installing Auracast transmitters near wireless DMX transmitters. This is for lighting, by maintaining a distance of at least 2 and 3 meters away. You may also consider switching to wireless DMX systems that use bands other than 2.4G. With Wi-Fi, use its 1, 6, and 11 channels to keep the strongest Wi-Fi traffic apart from Auracast broadcasts. You may also switch the Wi-Fi to 5G to prevent RF interferences. After the installation, it is important to test the coverage all around the premises. You're looking for an RSSI reading of minus 80 dBm or better. You can find the RSSI meter on the RTX receiver display. You're also encouraged to test the system with real-life scenarios with active 2.4G signals and with actual crowd of people according to the typical occupancy of the venue. People absorb 2.4G RF range. It is especially important if the caster is installed at the height of a person. This is why it is better to install the caster on a ceiling with a direct line of sight to the whole coverage area when possible. Now we are moving on to a sneak preview of some of the new announcements and products we will have at InfoComm. Introducing the RTX Go. Built on the RTX core and optimized for cost-effective applications. This is ideal for classrooms and entry-level deployments. Our mystery product that we'll first uncover to the public at the show. Stay tuned. Additionally, we're upgrading our ecosystem with new features. Timecode over Auracast, allowing up to 50 exhibits per caster, each with more than 20 languages that are perfectly synced and easy to integrate. It is ideal for museums, visitor centers, and immersive attractions. Our caster will also support 6 concurrent streams from a single device. It is targeted at many different applications, including conferences and live interpretation with multiple languages, and gyms and sports bars with multiple programs. A new era of assistive listening began with Auracast. Bettier takes it far beyond. Come experience Bettier at InfoComm. With this, I hand it over back to you, Kent.
Thanks, Raviv. Nice job going over that. So yeah, InfoComm is around the corner. I hope this presentation has sparked an interest in how you can implement Bettier and Auracast. You know, Bluetooth has done a great job with Auracast, and there are several other manufacturers out there that support Auracast. We just do things a little differently. We expand the applications, give you more control, and give you more ability to make it easy to use for your customers. So what I would encourage you to do is be different than your competitors and offer what your competitors don't offer. And Bettier technology could be a differentiator for you. End users can offer their customers a more friendly environment and better listing experience. So what I would ask you to do is please reach out to us. It could be, my email address is just kent@bettier.com. Very simple to remember. Raviv is raviv@bettier.com. So either one of us are good. I do want to go to some Q&A. We have some questions, and Jenna, if you could read through those questions, and we could try to answer those as soon as you unmute.
Yes, of course, I do have some questions that are being asked. What is the transmission range of the caster? Why is an external antenna needed? Raviv or Yami could
I'll take
answer
it,
that.
yes. So the caster in an open space can reach up to 100 meters or 300 feet if using 20 dBm of power. There's no need for external antennas. The external antennas can be used to modify and control the coverage beam, but it's the default coverage. If you install it in the ceiling in a large space, it can be 100 meters radius.
Okay, great. What are the advantages of using Bettier's caster Dante compared to other competitors on the market? Um,
I think I'm going
So
to take it.
Introducing Yami, co-founder and CTO.
Thank
yes.
you, everyone. Thank you, Raviv. There is a bit different with our Dante version of the caster. First of all, we support the Dante security protocol if needed. So our chips that support it. This is the first thing. Second, we have the 2-port options. So we are going to support both daisy chain and redundant modes. So for some important installation, if you want the redundancy functionality, so we support it. On top of that, if you want a single wire installation with a single cable, so you have the option to use our big caster for both connect the caster to the Dante network and control the caster functionality in terms of management panel, broadcast information, quality, and so on.
Great. And also, which casters will be able to transmit the 6 channels?
In the beginning, it's going to be the regular caster, just about an new firmware to be released soon. We will announce it officially toward the Infocom when it's going to happen officially. But any caster you already have in hand by a firmware update will be able to broadcast the multi-streams.
Great.
One of the questions that came out of that, to be a little bit more descriptive, can you only be used with the analog input or the Dante input, one or the other, or can you do it with either one?
So first of all, if we talk about the analog caster, so no, you have only two audio inputs, so you are not going to use them. We are going to use another device to be connected to the caster. It's going to be, at first, it's going to be a laptop or any computer with a software running on it, very similar to a Dante sound card. If it's easier to understand it this way. And basically, we can turn any audio input on this machine to Auracast streams. This is the idea, whether it's Dante input or analog interfaces. This is the magic.
Right. Jenna.
Is it possible to control or program your systems through Crestron? Yami or
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Vive?
I
Yes,
can
we have.
take that. So yes, we have open APIs. So Crestron can control our product and other control companies like QSC and others. So yeah, we have an open API that you can address our product with and control.
Okay, I think we'll finalize it with two more questions. Where can the products be purchased in the US?
So in the US, you would contact me directly, Kent@bedhere.com. And if you're an end user, I can point you in the right direction. And if you're an integrator, I can look at getting you set up for direct access to our technology. If you're in Canada, the same. We're going to be using distribution in Canada, so we'll do that a little bit differently. But you still contact me. If you're in Europe, you would contact Raviv@bedhere.com. And if you're anywhere else, rest of world, it would be Ariel@bedhere.com. But if you get it to me, if you're confused, I can get it to the right person.
And if you're not sure who you need to talk to, so you can use the general partners email of Betty. You can find it on our website, and we can assist you with everything needed.
So as a
Okay.
final invitation, I'd like to invite you to our booth at Infocom. There is we can send you, if you want to send me an email, I can send you a direct link that you can set up a meeting at Infocom. It's very simple. Jenna did a great job setting that up. And finally, I would say a call to action. If you have a client or an application that you'd like to start talking to us about right away, please contact me, Ken@bedhere.com, and we will start working on you with that project. We are all set to go. So with that, are there any other questions? There was one other question here I noticed. I don't see it now. It was asking about, will we make this presentation available in a PDF format so that people can take a look at it? They thought that was good information.
Yeah.
So we'd love to have you have this information. The more, the better. So can we, Jenna, can you send it out to everybody on the call, or do you want to post it in the chat? Either way.
I will send it to everyone after the meeting. Everyone will also
Okay.
get a recording of the meeting as well. And yeah.
And that would solve the problem of recording in the meeting as well. So great. Any other questions? Let me
Not
see the
seeing any.
RTX. We answered one of the questions in writing. Yami answered that on the RTX with a password. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Very thankful you took the time out of your day, wherever you are on the globe. We hope to see you at InfoComm. If not at InfoComm, our European friends will see you at ISC in January, but hopefully we can see you all at InfoComm. Thank you so much for joining and have a great day and a great weekend.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
We're going to sign off review.
Sounds great.